Prince Magnum Channel, where hot rodding and romance do coexist. I'm your host, Prince Magnum. Welcome to an episode of In Your Face. Now, In Your Face has always supposed to have been where we talk about things that young people need to know and that sort of thing. Of course, a while back we kind of got off on a tangent and got involved in alternate media, and the series kind of lost its focus. But now that I've said that, we need to go over a couple of things. This is kind of a message for people that are kind of just coming to the channel. Maybe you're not necessarily content creators, but you yourself, you're fairly new to the channel, and maybe you're a little young and maybe you don't fully understand a few things about content creators. Most content creators you're going to find here on YouTube are not nearly as approachable as dear old Prince Magnum. For the most part, pretty approachable and pretty easygoing. Most content creators here on YouTube, and this also goes for Twitch and pretty much any platform you want to talk about, most content creators don't bother me. I don't want to, I don't want nothing to do with, all these people, and it may not necessarily have anything to do with the pandemic. They just want their private life. And I don't get that as strict as some of them. And I'll give you an example. There's actually a much, much larger content creator, Markiplier, who we've referenced a few times here on this channel. He actually has to move every so often because people just start showing up, not respecting his boundaries that he has a private life. And I think this kind of goes without saying, that when whether you're YouTube famous, Twitch famous, whatever, and even in some cases as big as say like some of your rock stars, everyone has boundaries, okay? I do go out of my way to try to make myself as approachable as possible, but I too have boundaries, and a few of those boundaries we kind of need to establish kind of right now. The first major boundary, and this kind of goes for a lot of other content creators that I've worked with in the past. There are certain ones that I won't work with anymore because of certain reasons. In particular, there's one that I acknowledge that he did do some some major help to the channel, and he taught me a great deal, and he knows who he is, and he's probably wondering why I won't talk to him. Well, he's been in trouble with the law a lot, and he's actually running from the law. And this is a guy who's got a lot of talent, a lot of gifts, but at the same time he needs help, and I can't help him. I'm not in a position where I can help him, and he needs to go actually get the help that he really needs. He started to do it, but it's one of those things. You need a little bit more time than this, and looking at the situation from an objective standpoint, I can't help him. So in order to protect what it is that I do here on the Prince Magnum channel, I've had to kind of keep him at arm's length. I hope he knows that, as a friend, I still love him. I think the world of him. But in the meantime, until you get these legal matters addressed, I can't help you. You got to keep you at arm's length. To kind of protect the brand, and I think he understands what I'm talking about here, because when you're building a channel like the Prince Magnum channel, and there's several other content creators that will agree with me, when you're building something like this, you have to protect your brand, and this is my brand. The other thing that somebody mentioned this in a live stream, and I'm pretty sure it was the person that basically I told him to go jump in a lake. There are some people that I've worked with further in my past. There was actually a person I worked with further in my past who was underlining, he always said, oh, I'm not not racist. Yeah, you are. We know. Okay, we spotted it. He's also homophobic, transphobic, and I don't want nothing to do with that. You know, I've done videos over on TikTok for the LGBTQIA plus community. I'm an ally, you know, and I want nothing to do with that. And for the record, I don't even fully understand that community, but it's not my place. It's not my place to understand them. It's their place to understand them. It's just my job to be there when I'm needed. And when they call on me to say something, of course I'll be glad to do it. But this person definitely does not fit that category. You know, constant videos about, you know, how these folks are going to go to hell. No, I want nothing to do with that. You know, I want nothing to do with that sort of person. And he was also very, I'm going to have to just use an old term. He's a pig, okay? He's a pig. He's very abusive towards women. And the guy wonders why he can't settle down in a relationship. Stop treating women like crap, okay? I want nothing to do with that. And then you know, probably the biggest one that everyone knows him for, why I want nothing to do with this person, don't beat cats, okay? You know, you guys got to understand, you know, I have a serious work ethic when it comes to this channel. And my partner, you know, for Tuesday Night Madness and for Save the World Saturdays, Mr. Gamerian will tell you Prince Magnum has a hard work ethic when it comes to the show that he puts on. He works very hard. He'll tell you that. He'll tell you that straight up. I work very hard on you know, on what I try to present to you guys. It may not always seem like it, but no, there's a lot of time and effort that goes into a lot of work that we do here on the channel. I don't want to present something to you guys that's half-assed. Whether I'm, you know, on camera doing it, or in the editing process, all the way up to, you know, when the video's loaded to YouTube, there's a lot of thought and effort that goes into everything that we do this day and age here on this channel, because, you know, I won't present garbage to you guys. And with that respect, I won't bring on someone that is racist, homophobic, transphobic. I'm not going to bring a bigot onto this channel. I will not allow it, and I want nothing to do with people like that. So because of those, I've set those boundaries, but I guess I really just haven't formally come out and said it. So that boundary is, you guys have heard it here. I don't want nothing to do with folks like that. The other boundary that I need to really address, because there's a lot of focus on, you know, because the Prince Magnum Channel, due to the issues, you know, trying to get things to go together for Project Spirit and all of that, we've had to supplement the channel with a lot of video game content. And I know there's some of you out there that are not exactly happy about that, but please hear me out for just a second. You know, sometimes in a situation like this, you know, I still need content, and I think you all can kind of respect that. So we've had to supplement the channel with that content. Now, along the way, I've made friends while playing Fortnite. And I've made a lot of friends playing Fortnite. And I'll tell you, by and large, I know the Fortnite community gets a lot of hate. But by and large, the Fortnite community is absolutely amazing. They're wonderful, wonderful folks. But you will get a few that don't exactly fit that bill. You're going to run into a couple. Some of them are adults that aren't so doggone friendly. And some of them are kids that that really should be, you know, they just need a good old-fashioned 80s disciplinary action to straighten them out. And yeah, I said that. Y'all know what I'm saying right there. Good old 1980s discipline would help those kids out immensely. But beyond that scope, as I was saying, I've made some good friends over there on Fortnite. Now, please to these friends that I've made on Fortnite, and pretty much everyone kind of knows this. When you see me on, I'm probably working on something. So if you send me an invite and I don't respond, there's probably a pretty good reason for it. I'm probably working on something that I just can't bring you along for that project. It's not that I don't want to run with you. It's just that I'm working on this project. I want to get it right, and I can't take you along for a couple reasons. Number one, if anything goes wrong in one of my videos or something that I'm working on, it's got to fall on me, okay? And I can't let anyone take any sort of blame for that, okay? So if it goes wrong, it's got to fall on me. It's got to fall on Prince Magnum's shoulders. So it takes the blame off of you guys. But, you know, along with that, there are just times that there's some heartfelt videos that I'm working on because, again, I've made some dear friends on Fortnite. And I want to present that, to those folks. So I can't have you along on that. And let's also face facts. There's some of you that you're fun to run with, but I can't bring you on the camera. A lot of it might have to do with your age, because, for something like that, I would really feel better if I knew your family a little bit better. Or I would, it has to do with maybe your play style. Not saying you play bad, but it's not, it won't jive for that video. So you guys kind of understand, there's some boundaries there. If I'm in production, I can't, I just can't take you along, which unfortunately I'm in production a lot. But now that I've said that, there are some of you that I'll even be in the middle of a Fortnite live stream, whatever, you start spamming me invites. Folks, that is not okay. Okay? I'm on the job at that point, all right? And if you're spamming me invites, on Fortnite, and I'm working, whether again it's in a live stream, because that to me that's one of my jobs. I'm building a YouTube channel here. So if I'm doing a Fortnite stream and you start spamming me with invites, if I'm in the middle of making a video and you start spamming me with invites, making that video footage completely and totally useless, I'm probably going to start blocking folks. And if you're doing it in the middle of a live stream, I'm now to the point where I'm just going to say it, okay? If I'm in the middle of a live stream and you start spamming me with invites without any regard to the work that I'm doing, I'm going to bring you on. I'm going to chew you out publicly on YouTube. Then I'm going to kick you out of the group, and then I'm going to block you. This is not out of being hateful, but enough is enough. It's it's no different than showing up at someone's job, whether it's in retail, fast food, wherever, and being a jerk to them. Okay, it's no different, and it isn't right. Well, this is my channel, and you don't have the right to be disrespectful. You're being disrespectful to myself. You're being disrespectful to the brand that I'm building. You're being disrespectful to the audience. And most importantly, you're being disrespectful to yourself. I will no longer tolerate this. And there's a couple of you that, when it's open lobby, we have certain rules on those open lobbies in live streams. Number one, you got to come in, say hello in the chat. If it's a collab with my dear friend Mr. Gamerian, or I've even collabed with Broken Mike and Night Raven. If I'm collabing with these guys, you need to go over and say hello in their stream, and likewise, you got to come over. Otherwise, you can't join the lobby. And to automatically come in and say, "Well, I'm joining your lobby," well, no, you're not. We're going to put our foot down on this. You don't get to demand that. Okay, again, we have to, I have to protect the brand, and if you're going to be disrespectful like that, obviously I can't trust you to help protect the brand. Show some respect to not only the creator here, but show some respect to the audience as well, okay? So that's kind of the boundaries I'm laying down. I know it sounds like I'm trying to be mean, and I'm really not trying to be mean, but you guys got to understand, I'm a human being too, and I do have boundaries, okay? And I'm just basically I'm saying these are my boundaries. Please respect them, okay? The Prince Magnum Channel will continue to always try to be as inclusive as possible. Always inclusive, never exclusive. But you all got to understand, I'm a human being too. I have feelings just like everybody else. Please respect them, okay? From the bottom of my heart, I'm just asking you to show some serious respect to the channel and show some respect to the brand that I'm building. And please also show some respect to the folks that are helping me build this brand, okay? Not just that, but, my lovely wife works very hard behind the scenes. And a lot of y'all don't see the hard work that she really does put in. And I will tell you that this channel does not operate without her. She is absolutely, she definitely deserves a great deal of respect herself. My partner, Mr. Gay Marian, Night Raven, Broken Mike, who I've collabed a few times with, Mike G, and the list goes on, and I won't even be able to name all of you. And this even goes so far as some of the content creators I've had the opportunity to work with over on TikTok. Show some love to the content creator community. We work our asses off for you guys, okay? So I do apologize if I upset anyone in this particular video. Please understand, I'm a human being too. I have feelings just like you, and I'm just asking you to please respect those feelings and respect my boundaries, okay? From the bottom of my heart, I love you all very much, all right? So that brings us to, a spot where normally I have all these special things that I say at the end, but I think I'm just going to leave it with, if no one has told any of you that they love you today, Prince Magnum does. God bless you, and have a happy 24. Thank you. Aircraft remover.